Now to a public health warning: produce potentially contaminated with raw human waste. The impacted vegetables were sold in nearly 20 different cities and could pose very serious health risks if eaten.
It traces back to Kuntry Gardens in Homer, which is located west of Jackson. That's where inspectors say untreated human waste was applied to fields.
The state says this impacts all kinds of vegetables. We're talking tomatoes, zucchini, cucumber, squash, pumpkins, and more. And the list of markets where the produce was sold is extensive.
Bush's grocery stores in 15 cities and a number of smaller local markets. 7 Action News reporter Kimberly Craig in Ann Arbor tonight with the warning to consumers.
This farmer sold a lot of his produce to stores here in southeast Michigan, and state inspectors are advising consumers to not eat any of it.
It's something that really needs to be controlled and checked out because, our lives are constantly in danger with this stuff.
And the potential danger is that some produce from a farm in Calhoun County may be contaminated with raw, untreated human waste. That's according to the Michigan Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, or MDARD.
That's also disgusting to think about and scary.
During a recent produce safety inspection of Kuntry Gardens, state inspectors say they learned that the farmer had been putting human waste where produce was grown for sale to local grocery stores and markets, like various bushes from Ann Arbor to Rochester Hills, White Lotus, and Argus Farm Stop, also in Ann Arbor, where Kathy Sample, the owner, says she knows the farmer.
It's his family farm. He's Amish.
While state inspectors say raw, untreated human waste from 2 outhouses was dumped directly onto a field used for growing produce, the farmer is telling customers this.
I've known him for a long time, and he was very candid about this is what we do on our farm. But it wasn't the practice of taking that product and using it as fertilizer for the fields. Okay, it was machinery cross-contaminating.
Sample said equipment used to till the human waste into a separate field this past spring was apparently also used in a field where produce is grown for the public. MDARD says Kuntry Gardens' known items that they deem to be at risk include tomatoes, pumpkins, zucchini, and cucumbers. Stores removed this particular farmer's produce from store shelves and alerted customers.
There have been no sicknesses or customer complaints. MDARD is treating this strictly and appropriately as something to notify the public.
MDARD still urging anyone experiencing symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea to seek medical advice because human waste could cause diseases such as hepatitis A and norovirus.
He's a very smart guy, and he's appropriately affected by this, believe me.
In Ann Arbor, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News.
And we have posted the full list of affected markets and the advisory from the state at WXYZ.com.